and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I'm here with Nene. Can you repeat what you just told me upon seeing this monstrosity?
What the f-
So you remember the Zompi drive?
Uh-huh.
What if we put...
I mean, that was better than what I thought it was. I thought you'd put, like, solid rocket motors on it or something.
I mean, I can do that next if you want.
I'm kind of curious.
Me too. So this is basically what happens if... Well, for one thing, the wing's actually been canted upwards ever so slightly, and if I remember correctly, there's some other slight modifications to the overall body. Obviously, the most noticeable part is the engines have been replaced with 16 small docking port Zompi drives, so this has infinite fuel. In fact, it has 0 fuel on it, and a little bit of ore still to balance it out properly. But yeah, this has 0 fuel on it, but it'll fly forever because Zompi power! Which is a bit like zombie power, but not at all.
I think you should explain to people what exactly zombie power is. I mean, I realize that at this point, probably most people have come across it.
Actually, I bet you most haven't. Where I know it most prominently is on the KSP subreddit, but not everyone uses that. I don't know what the exact ratio of people using it is, but it's definitely not a high enough amount that I can just assume that people know what a Zompi drive is. I do love that I have split brake ailerons on this so much, though. I still absolutely love that I did that with the A10. Just, you gotta get it right.
You still need to explain what a zombie drive is.
No. I mean, I will, but... Did you say crash it?
I said magic.
It is magic. It is magic. It's video game magic.
It's so eerily quiet.
Couldn't pull up in time. Who needs a tail? I mean, that was the only vertical control capability on the craft, but who needs it? And apparently, I either have one of these Zompi drives asymmetrically activated. No. Nope. So this right here is the landing gear glitch, or one of the many landing gear glitches. You can see that this one's having a little party on its own. And
it looks like it's bent.
I mean, it is, or at least it's bent and it's mounting. It's also actually bent as well. If I lift it up, you'll notice that we stop spinning. So this is actually the old Zompi drive, or at least my old Zompi drive. And if I go into my sub-assemblies, I have... this is the Mark II, which I'm going to put right here. Oh, you cannot... I don't have one of the Mark I. So here's the Zompi drive pod that I made. I think I can just... Yeah, I can just take that part off to show the inside. And it's just 8 of these clipped around. And I'll see if I can put one right there so you can see the difference between the Mark I and the Mark II. You notice it's a very slight difference.
Uh-huh.
So that difference right there is between what I had from quick estimation of peak force and the actual rigorously calculated peak force.
Wow, okay.
There's a YouTuber, I forget the name, but a YouTuber went through and did, I don't know, 50 or 60 tests with different configurations of Zompi drive to find that this, well, this right here isn't the ideal distance. This is the ideal distance, but the point of mine is to have variable thrust. So you can go from, I believe, as far as right here is the minimum thrust, and then right here is the maximum thrust. So it's pretty much, you have from not quite 0 all the way up to maximum power in this piston-controlled contraption. And then my drive pod is the old version, so it's not quite peak, but it's close, and it has the extra batteries on it, specifically because even though I have an RTG buried in here to continually provide power, when you're throttling multiple times repeatedly, you will use up power with these pistons faster than the single RTG can generate it, so this just gives a little bit of reserve power. I also have what I call the nacelle section, and the idea with this one is that it's stackable, so that you could just stack as many of these as you want, and there's 8 in each section, so 8 times however many gives you the amount of drive power you will have.
Also looks like it's good for clearing drains.
Well, let me show you something else I did. I don't know which one of these Zompi Explorer 2s is the correct one. I think they're just the same thing, and one's from the autosave. Yeah, one of them's the autosave. But here, let me show you the Explorer 2. I actually don't remember if this has a greater or worse thrust-to-weight ratio than the Starship 2. Oh, it's definitely greater because I was going above 2 Gs on the surface just then. Obviously that goes down to very close to 1 G as the amount of drag increases. So you can see right here underneath we're getting a pretty decent amount of drag coming out the bottom. I believe that spike right there is all the way from the parachute at the top, but if I go inside here there's even more drag arrows. Yeah. But this one I designed to be kind of a continuous experimental like vehicle. So we have a single RTG clipped into the cockpit just because it was a place to put one. I wasn't really thinking about realism.
Mark Watney would be proud.
We're using an infinite power drive. I didn't really think about realism at the time. We got a parachute so we can come back and land without having to use the drive because the drive is a bit twitchy, especially on something this small. We've got the older drive system in here, so it's slightly less than peak, but still it's 8 of them. And because they are slightly longer than one of these structural fuselages, I have the service bay on the back here, and I'm just pretending that, because it's a service bay, well, it's so you can service the drive, and so that's why we have a service bay. And then a heat shield so that, you can re-enter safely, even without activating the drive, in theory. Although these radiators may not like that. I also put the radiators on specifically so that you could take this down by like Moho and not overheat and explode, hopefully. I'm not sure if that actually works. I haven't tried it, but it should be pretty easy to do. And yeah, it's there we go. What is the max Gs this says? 2.7 Gs during takeoff. So in theory, once I get out into space and I'm no longer restrained by fighting against gravity, then I can get up to 2.7 Gs or even higher, I think, right? Because I wouldn't be fighting gravity anymore.
Well, you're not fighting drag so much now, so you're already almost back to 2.
Yeah. And
I feel like Mark Watney really would be proud of your positioning of the RPG.
Oh, yes, inside the cabin, yeah, keep you warm, keep you nice and warm.
Yeah. Don't want to get cold.
I'm just going to target Moho, and then let's just aim at the target. Oh, good, we're good. We're not aiming back at the planet. That's good, because imagine if we were...
You're just going to go through the planet.
Yeah. I noticed right now we're somewhat aiming at the moon, but even if we... it's not in our way really, because even if we end up aiming right at it, we'll just
even if you just
actually we are pretty much aiming right at it, but we could just zoom by it. It doesn't matter. Gravity, who needs gravity?
Yeah, even if you coasted from there, you'd still miss the moon.
Well, right now I would, but as we continue thrusting, let's see, is our periapsis is getting lower. So in theory, we are getting closer to hitting it, but, I'm not going to worry about that right now, because we can always just turn left. You can see the moon moving. This isn't quite real time because I have time warp on, but let's see, even with time warp off, the moon is visibly moving. That's how fast we're going.
That's wild.
Look at this. This is real time.
This is just coming up on 25 kilometers a second.
Just look at that. 25 kilometers a second, just going right past the moon. Like a rocket. Bye, moon. But yeah, our orbit around the sun now is, it's not really an orbit anymore, so much as just leaving.
It's just on escape.
Yeah. And then also, obviously, right this moment, because I'm aiming straight for Moho instead of a trajectory that would optimize for getting to Moho, I'm not canceling out enough velocity from Kerbin to actually get there, and I'd actually currently just go around it. However, even just aiming at it, as we continue to accelerate, we'll just continue to get there. We still haven't even reached min-miss, though, to be fair. Let's go ahead and start time warping again. I wanted to have the time warp off while passing the moon to just be like, look at how... Hold on, let me just turn it off again for a second. Look at that. The moon and Kerbin are both just visibly receding into the distance, as well as I believe that's min-miss twinkling in the background. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, that's min-miss way back there. Where is it? Where is it? I lost it. There it is. Twinkling in the background. But yeah, we're now at 40,000. So we were at roughly 20,000 meters per second when we were by the moon, and now we're about the same distance, maybe a little bit further out from Kerbin, and we're at double that speed. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going.
You're gonna have to flip around halfway there. Start slowing down.
I mean, if I want to go for a straight up like full power the whole way there, then yes. Technically, I could go a little past halfway before I started slowing down, simply because Kerbin has higher gravity.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off our time warp for a minute so that I can adjust this for an actual approach. If I were to just turn off the drive, and I think I need to go this way. Yes, I need to go that way. Okay. I think I also need to go up more.
A little. The point of closest approach is definitely going in the right direction, though.
2 hours later.
Oh, a little too close. Oh no, or too far? Too far that way? Yeah, okay, so now it's somewhere, it's pretty close to this. Closest approach is getting very close. Ah, I lost it. Oh, now it's no longer close approach. What's our periapsis? Our periapsis is ridiculous, but we can also slow down ridiculously well. At this distance to the sun, how are we doing on heat? Seems fine. Seems bright. Just a bit bright. I wish I could... Oh, I didn't... There's no heat sensor on here? That says cooling idle. What? My radiators aren't even on. I didn't know I had to turn them on. You can see they're cooling at 21.31%, so you can see that's how much heat we're picking up from the sun right now. That's not bad. That's nothing. That's nothing. Of course, there's the square, what is it? The square law or whatever? You know, as you get closer, it's...
The inverse square.
Inverse square law. Thank you. Yes. I knew it had to do with squares. Fucking squares. Oh, we're still... What? We're closer, but we're getting less cool... Oh, because they're sharing the load. Duh. When it was just 1, it was like 20-something%, but now it's like 19.
Also, the surface area you've got exposed to the sun is smaller now, because you're pretty much facing the heat shield at it.
Well, we can fix that.
Yeah. Actually makes no difference.
I was going to say, I hope KSP simulates that, but it might not.
Yeah, at some point you're going to have to stop.
Yeah, let's see. How long are we going to be in there?
Like, at this speed? If blinking, you'd miss it.
Yeah, but that's fine. How far away are we? We only accelerated to this speed over the course of about an hour. And now we've got 30 minutes, so... Retrograde time. That's decreasing. I don't want it to decrease too much, though, because I don't want to slam right into the surface, although that would be entertaining. Especially at this speed.
If your periapsis is below the surface, that's a problem.
It's okay, though. We've got so much thrust that, like, as long as we're not, like, 5 seconds from hitting it, we can turn around.
It's not the turning around I'm worried about. Like, you've got to stop when you get to Moho.
That's the easy part. I mean, everything's the easy part when you have a Zompi drive.
From 120.
Nelson likes it out here, see?
That, yeah, seems pretty happy. For a worrying moment, I thought you were going to hit the EVA button.
Do you have any idea how tempted I am after you said that? I'm like, that's why I was silent for a minute there. I was like, that's a good idea. I was like, that's a real good idea. I like that idea. Heck yeah.
You've drifted off retrograde now.
No, that's intentional. That's because I'm lowering my periapsis at the same time.
Ah.
See, the thing is, I already know from how long it took to accelerate to the speed and how long it's going to take to decelerate that most likely we're going to go past Moho and have to turn around.
I see. I did say that. You've got to stop at Moho.
I mean, I don't have to stop at Moho. I just have to stop near Moho.
Okay.
And
yeah,
technically, I'm not stopping. I'm only stopping relative to Moho. I almost called it homo. I never noticed that if you switch the two around, it's homo. That's great. Ah! I found new reason to love this planet. Come on, a planet that's that close to being named Homo? That's great. This planet is approaching alarmingly quickly. I mean, that's the intent. Where? Oh, there it is. You can see it. Ah!
It's also getting appreciably bigger.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you get closer. That's how vision works.
It's called the zoom function. Speaking of the zoom function, my cat has just arrived.
Okay, we are entering the sphere of influence of Moho right now. So now I'm going to hit retrograde entirely, and I'm going to turn off time warp so we can watch in real time how it's noticeably getting bigger. That's amazing.
I'm still looking at how the apoapsis says infinity.
Well,
So
yeah, because we
this is
don't have one.
definitely going to need to come back.
Bye, Moho. It was nice to meet you. We'll be back soon. Relatively speaking.
Shouldn't you start pointing towards where Moho is going to be?
I suppose in theory. Right now I'm more interested in stopping. Because we're kind of...
That's going to take another 10 minutes.
yeah. So we're gonna leave Moho again, and we'll have to reorient. You know what I'll do? I'll as soon as we leave Moho, I'll target it again, and then just aim right at it. Because we're close enough now, that technique will work just fine. I think. Actually, I think we need to stop again first. We might need to stop and then aim at it. Just point at it and burn. The sun is so bright. Who'd have thunk it? It's almost like it's responsible for every iota of energy on this planet, except for the radioactive sources, obviously. Which is actually a pretty substantial amount.
I mean, it connected those from supernova.
So I've turned around, and I'm now aiming at Moho. And I've just realized that I'm doing this completely wrong again, because I'm aiming at where it is instead of where it will be.
Yeah.
Again.
So you've even got a marker that says where it's going to be.
I know! I'm fucking dumb! Oh.
Stop that.
Well, it's not about stopping, it's about turning right now. Now, the only problem with how I'm doing this now is that I'm accelerating again, which means I'm going to need to slow down. But that's okay. 10,000 meters per second, that's fine, right?
I mean, bear in mind that orbit speed is orbit to the star.
Oh, yeah.
Not Moho. You don't actually have an intercept with Moho.
Not yet.
I think you're going to miss the orbit. You're going to either go below or above it.
I'm not aiming for that. I'm just aiming to get close enough. You know, I could just go to this closest approach, stop, and then go again. I really could. Oh! Okay, close enough. I'm just going to go to it and stop. I forgot how long I need to stop. Can't English. Alright. No. Let's do low acceleration right this moment so that I can refine my positioning. I want, if I go this way, that's still increasing.
Away.
That's still increasing. Okay, now it's decreasing. Okay, but now I'm going faster.
That's okay, you're going faster relative to the sun, not to Moho.
Oh yeah, good point. I don't remember Moho's orbital speed. Oh well. Oh, there it is, 13,000. Oh, so I'm actually going a little too slow, relatively. I mean, at completely the wrong angle, too. You know, just aim at Moho. I'm just going to aim at Moho and... Oh, wait, that's prograde. Just going to aim at Moho. Huh? What?
Apparently, Moho's orbital speed varies between 12 and 18 kilometers a second.
Well, right now it's 13,682. Ah! Whoops. I time warped a little faster than I meant to, but it's fine.
What? Just...
Look. My escape time is... Oh, it's still going down. It's going down very slowly, though. I'm just going retrograde relative to Moho, which is 8,000 meters per second, but at 2.8 Gs, that's going to go down pretty quickly. Like, I'm going to be able to capture.
Yeah, but you're still going to escape.
Even though I f***ed it up, I'm still going to capture. No, I'm not going to escape. In 3 minutes, I can shut off all this speed.
Okay.
I'm going to force an orbit. Oh, look, I've made my escape time take longer. Oh, I'm definitely going to capture now, because I'm making my escape time take longer at the same time I'm slowing down. Look, my periapsis is going down, my speed's going down, my escape's going up.
This might actually be okay. Your current acceleration, just some back of the envelope maths, it's going to take about 3 minutes 40 seconds to stop.
Or I could just aim at the planet. No, I'm just kidding. Who said I'm stopping? Close enough. Although we are now aimed at the ground.
I was going to say, the periapsis is negative.
That's fine. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take to get there, though. That's the only problem I have. Let's go ahead and start slowing down a little, just to be on the safe side.
Given how you're slowing down, shouldn't you switch that to surface rather than orbit speed?
I'll let it switch to surface when it wants to.
That's actually going to be doable. That's really doable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello, planet! Come here! 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. I'm saying those way early.
Retard.
Wait. Okay. Okay, there we go. The hardest part about setting it to minimum throttle is that I can't directly set it to minimum throttle. I have to go to max throttle, catch the acceleration, and then quickly get it to the level that I want. Because it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't engage at its minimum throttle. It only starts engaging at a higher throttle, and then I have to lower it down. It's like right now we're obviously going to stop too high if I were to continue throttling.
You know what this makes me think of? This is like trying to set the temperature in the shower.
Let's just get down to about 1,000. Oh, that I probably should have slowed down sooner than that. Actually, no, we're fine. Oh, damn it. Pretty close, though, right? Pretty close, though.
Yeah, your apoapsis is still 1.5 kilometers. Here we go.
Oh,
Boing.
accelerated a little too much, but it's fine. We're fine. Boing.
Boing. Yay!
Landed.
Welcome to Minmus.
Stop spinning.
No, Moho, welcome to
Welcome to Minmus. No, I like it. Welcome to Minmus.
No, we can't. No, but I...
Okay, seriously, stop spinning. Stop. Something about the breaking physics of this makes it want to spin. Like, it will only stop spinning if I turn on the SAS. Thankfully, we have enough charge to leave SAS on indefinitely. You can see we're actually recovering electric charge right this moment, so we're good. Get out there and plant a flag. Did it start spinning as soon as I got out? It did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be an issue. Oh, now it's rolling too. Oh, no, not deploy shoot. Plant flag. There we go. That's appropriate. Ah, no. Wait, I'll just roll it along a little bit more and then I'll just hit F. Okay. Board. Quick. Did you see what I wrote on the flag, though?
No, I didn't.
It's called My Ship is Possessed. And, oh, I can't read the description from here, but I put, please help, dear God.
Didn't they make a film about this? What was it called? Event Horizon?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, that was more around Uranus than around Mercury, but I mean, we could just make this like Event Horizon 2